It's that time of year again, the time where you are supposed to spend money as contractually obligated by our capitalist overlords. And so, in this wonderful time of year, we have created a list of things that you could purchase for your friends or for yourself if you want to treat yourself. Because you know what? This time of year is about taking it slow and remembering the good things in life, like Balisongs. And speaking of Balisongs, the first thing on our list is, in fact, a Balisong. I just held it up. It's this one right here. That's right, this is the new Christmas edition of the Vulp, and it has a wonderful red and green and black colorway that I think looks honestly shockingly nice. It has a wonderful holiday cheerful vibe to it, and I hope that it will inspire you with lots of holiday cheer and not to be a little Grinch.
And if you hate Christmas because it only brings you pain, we have a bunch of other colors. Because the Vulp is great, and there's like 7 different colors, not all in here. But check that out.
Yeah. You could, yeah.
No.
What? So yeah, the first thing on our list is the Vulp. It is, well, it comes now in this wonderful Christmas colorway, but as we said, there are 7 different colors available on the main Vulp itself, so if this doesn't entice you enough, there are plenty of other options to go for. But the reason the Vulp is a great gift for this season is simply because of its price. It is $65 and designed by me to have a great flipping experience, especially for those that are just getting into the hobby. So the idea behind the Vulp is to help people that are new to the hobby. This is actually something I'm going to be giving as a gift to a few of my friends to get them into the hobby. I've actually given away a number of Vulps already, just because I like getting people into this hobby, but that's the whole point of it, is that if you're already in the Balisong hobby and you own more expensive stuff like a Tsunami or whatnot, spending a little bit of money on a Vulp and giving it to a few of your friends who have shown interest in the hobby before might be a great way to get them hooked in the long term. But next up, I want to talk about a different kind of Balisong, one that is entertaining not just to new people, but also to veteran flippers. That would be the Fidget Mech. The Fidget Mech is a fully moddable, completely customizable Balisong experience created by Pokey Prints on Etsy, and it comes with an insane amount of customization options.
I'm really sorry about this.
Whoops! I feel like I've been blessed. The Fidget Mech is honestly just an incredible idea and system that I have honestly brought to a bunch of different parties that I've attended that have people that are interested in the Balisong hobby, and we will literally just sit in a corner for hours just creating the most cursed things we possibly can using this system. If you want to see the full extent of how crazy this stuff gets, check out the video right there where we review it in our Etsy video. There's also an April Fool's video that's like linked to that video, but the Etsy video is the main one where we go all in on this thing. I mean, you can do whatever you want, man. The world's your oyster, it's great. So yeah, the Fidget Mech is genuinely one of the most fun things. If you just you could buy this for yourself just to bring around and have fun, or you could buy this as a prank for the friend in your life who owns a Tsunami and just give them this. I guarantee you they will act like a 5-year-old while they're putting it together. It is that fun. It brings out the child in you like nothing else. So Fidget Mech, very, very highly recommended. Third on our list is going to be something that's a little more useful than it is fun. That would be some accessories from Zippy Balisong. Similar to the Fidget Mech, Zippy Balisong has been making fully custom 3D printed knives for quite some time. Well, trainers, they're not knives, they're made of plastic, but you get the idea. With that experience, Zippy has created some honestly really ingenious accessories for your Balisongs. For instance, these caps that actually fit on a range of different knives that keep them from getting hurt when dropped directly on concrete. This is a fantastic idea, and it actually adds an extra bit of grip to any knife, allowing you to do ladders much easier. This accessory, which is the light version, is actually matched by a similar accessory that is a weighted version. It allows you to interchange up to 3 ball-bearing weights into the end of your handle, essentially allowing you to customize the weight of any Balisong regardless of whether or not it includes a weight adjustable system. So he has ways to adjust the balance on the handle side, but what about the blade? Well, he's actually created this awesome system of adjusting the balance in the blade as well, allowing you to use this little press fit plastic piece to hold ball bearings inside of the middle opening of the blades of various Balisongs. Hey, I hate to interrupt the video, but Zippy literally just sent us a message that also he's making an LED version of these end caps. So like, not only do you have the weighted version, but there'll be a version that just has light up LEDs in it. So that's cool. I highly suggest going to the website and checking out both their end caps and also some of the stuff they've created, like these plastic handles for the Lucha that work way better than you would expect for, you know, plastic handles on a live blade Balisong. But I digress. Go check out Zippy's website, check the accessories section, and see what he's got available, because there's a lot of cool stuff there. But for now, we're moving on. Next up on the list is bite handle markers. These ones specifically are from Squid Industries, and they have a fantastic collection of different colors that you can choose from. Other companies that make bite handle markers include Zippy Balisong, like we just talked about, and GlidrCo. But I gotta say, Squid has the largest selection of different colors that I've seen so far. The ones that I have with me are glow-in-the-dark color, which I think is really, really cool. This is a fantastic way to basically keep track of which handle is the bite handle as you're training on your Balisong, or if you actually have a live blade. It makes it very easy to tell at a glance which one is the one that has the blade. It's essentially just a rubber band that goes on the end of your Balisong, but it looks more stylish than that and feels honestly fantastic, allowing you to have, once again, even more grip when doing ladders. Gotta say, bite handle markers, fantastic and very cheap gift that you can easily get for the Balisong lover in your life. Oh. By the way, if you did want to get these bite handle markers and saw on Squid's website a product that you might want, like for instance, some of the Christmas colorways that they're going to be coming out with, you could use the discount code at Squid.WillHirsch.Gay to get yourself a nice discount on whatever product you're looking at. Squid.WillHirsch.Gay will automatically apply our discount code to your cart at checkout. So all you need to do is visit the website Squid.WillHirsch.Gay and it will automatically apply the discount when you get to the checkout option. It's the best way to get a nice discount on any Squid product. Squid.WillHirsch.Gay. Next up on the list is the Stubby screwdriver from Wiha. How wet does it look? The Stubby screwdriver from Wiha is honestly my favorite Torx driver, especially in this small of a package. The shape of it allows you to get a shocking amount of torque whenever you're trying to tighten your pivots, and you can actually crank down on them very hard, even though this thing has a very small size. You can actually like really get some force on there, unlike some of these smaller screwdrivers that I've tried in the past. However, my favorite feature of this screwdriver is not just that you can tune very well with it, but the fact that it can contain a whole host of other Torx bits. Now, to be fair, when you buy this on Amazon, it doesn't come with exactly the right sizes for tuning Balisongs. In fact, it comes, I believe, with T10 up to like T25, which you really don't need. You're only basically gonna use the T10 bit from that. But if you buy a separate Wiha set that has the smaller bits and then combine that with the T10, well, suddenly you've got a full suite of bits all stored away right inside of a single screwdriver that makes it easy as pie to take apart basically any Balisong you would ever need on the go. So this thing is honestly my absolute favorite tuning essential and something that everyone should have in their kit no matter what. So yeah, Wiha Stubby screwdriver, highly recommended, so highly. Now that we're talking about tuning essentials, I wanted to move on to number 6 on our list, which is lube. Lube is one of the most important things to have if you have a Balisong, and honestly, I've been shocked to learn the number of people who have bought Balisongs in the past and didn't own any kind of lubricant. Lube is especially important for a Balisong because your pivots are constantly moving against one another all the time while you're flipping. It is so much more movement than a normal knife experiences in any given day, and so it is so important to lubricate. Therefore, you should buy the best lubricant, which is any lubricant. Just buy one. Just buy any lubricant. It doesn't matter, just buy one. We sell one. We sell Super Lube on WillHirsch.Gay. You could get Carbon Honey. That one's fantastic. There's Bali Lube. There's Kanto Group. There's so many. NRB, thick, thin, KPL. There's so many kinds of lube. What is this? That Kanto Group?
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Smells like watermelon.
Smells like a watermelon. Look at that. Smells like a watermelon. Wow, that smells like a watermelon.
Here's some good lube.
Ooh. The fun part about oil is that it is relatively inexpensive. You can get most bottles of oil from anywhere from $15 to $30. And with that kind of price, you could buy multiple bottles of oil from different manufacturers and decide for yourself what you actually enjoy the best. No oil is going to be objectively that much better than any other Balisong oil. And so you might as well experiment with it and play with it until you find the one that is right for you. Speaking of tuning things, there is something very important for you to have in your Balisong kit that is not just lube itself. That would be extra hardware. Extra hardware is a fantastic and incredibly important thing to have in your Balisong kit. And I know this because I have it. But seriously, having extra hardware in your kit is honestly very important. As I've talked about in the past, washers are essentially a disposable item. And sure, we include extra washers with stuff like the Vulp, but that doesn't mean that you're going to have those last forever. And so I highly suggest purchasing either from usaKnifeMaker.com or knifekits.com these washers. These are 0.20, 0.020, they're very thin. These are very, very thin washers. There's links in the description for the exact ones that I'm talking about. It's a little bit confusing because you have to buy this exact version, which there's a display on the screen right now that tells you exactly, what you're looking for when you buy these things. But as I said, it's complicated, it's a little bit annoying. You could get a range of different washers from 0.010, 0.005, 0.015, and then 0.20, maybe even 0.25 if you want to get a little crazy. There's a bunch of different sizes of washer that you can have, and by having each one of those in your kit, you could become a tuning master and basically fix any problem on any Balisong that you acquire. So yeah, extra hardware, especially washers, is incredibly valuable if you're going to be taking apart and tuning your Balisongs to any degree, and this is where to get those. So let's move on.
Washer are good for Balisongs.
Oh my God. That was a violent one. Last on our list in terms of tuning essentials is some incredible products from GlidrCo. This is the Bali driver, and it is a multifaceted tool that allows you to tune your Balisongs very easily and efficiently with multiple options in one tool. It has this option right here for just normal everyday like loosening and unloosening, and then you can switch its mode so that it becomes a wrench that you can actually really tighten down or loosen pivots with. This thing is just fantastic, and it's very nice and small, and you could fit it into your pocket very easily. It doesn't hold bits in the same way the Wiha Stubby driver does, but it's still a fantastic option and will allow you to get way more detailed with your tunes than you ever could before. Alongside that is this bit holder from GlidrCo. This allows you to hold your bit in place, and if you have a Balisong that has an adjustment on both sides, you can very easily put this down on a surface, put your Balisong on top, and then tune it with the driver, and suddenly you've got a fantastic working method for really getting exactly what you want out of your tunes. Finally, the last accessory from GlidrCo is this right here. This is the GlidrCo Balisong stand, and it is a fantastic addition to any collector's collection. It allows you to pretty easily just put them on your desk or anywhere you might want them to be stood up, proud and beautiful. If you know somebody that has Balisongs but you don't yourself have them, this is one of the best gifts you could get somebody because it's kind of a no-brainer. Basically, any Balisong will fit into it, and the person you're buying it for will probably appreciate being able to display their Balisong. So like, this is a no-brainer gift, and if you want to get it for yourself, it's just nice. I have one of these on my desk at like basically all times, and whatever Balisong I happen to be using that day, I just put it in here and then I can like look at it. But speaking of our Balisong driver here, I did want to mention its portability, much like the Wiha Stubby driver. Their portability is so important that you can actually fit them right into a Balisong case, like the ones that we sell at Cases.WillHirsch.Gay. That's right, number 9 on our list is the cases from Cases.WillHirsch.Gay. These are custom designed cases for Balisongs that I created, and they have a fantastic fantastic range of usability with lots of space for all of the accessories you could possibly need, as well as plenty of space for all of your balisongs. This is a fantastic option if you plan on traveling a fair bit, or if you just want a nice place to store your collection instead of just letting them sit all scattered all over your desk. We also have like more expensive ones. Like I have one that's very expensive that can hold almost 40 balisongs. So, you know, you pick your poison, you can do a lot with these guys. But yeah, in terms of a easy gift to get somebody or to get yourself, if you've got your collection started and, you know, want to bring it to the next level, our cases are probably what you're looking for.
We are shills. We are shills, we are shills.
And finally, last but not least, you can display your balisongs with the display from GlidrCo, and you can display them with the display slots in our cases. But what if you want a immaculate display in your own home? Well, you can. I'm not gonna elaborate, you just have to figure it out yourself. Well, now you can, thanks to the Scadis from IKEA. Scadis? Scadis? I don't know how to pronounce the A with a circle. The Scadis from IKEA is the pegboard that I have used for the longest time for displaying a lot of my balisong collection in my own home. We have a lot of great B-roll from the previous year's collection video because of how nice it looks. This thing is an awesome and easy way to display a large number of balisongs as well as various accessories or whatever else you want to put on it. IKEA has magnets that attach to the board. They have large metal baskets, cloth baskets, little slidey in and out parts that I use for storing some of my essentials like the washers or, you know, these small individual parts. There's so many small accessories that you can add to the IKEA pegboard that it makes it really, really useful and really, really customizable to you. On top of that, they've actually added multiple colors now. So originally it was just the brown, and then they added a white colorway, which is really nice because honestly, you can take that white and paint it any color you want. But they also now include a black option that you can buy just straight out. And so you have white, black, and brown available straight from IKEA. On top of that, you're not only limited to the stuff that IKEA has to attach to the pegboard. Sure, these small white hooks do a fine job of attaching all of your balisongs, but what if you need more? Well, you can go onto Etsy and actually purchase a number of really cool 3D printed accessories that fit the IKEA pegboard. There's stuff like holders that were made specifically for little Torx drivers and stuff like that. The accessory options are kind of endless. If you have a 3D printer at home, you could also create your own accessories for the pegboard, and it's like 25 bucks per pegboard. The accessories are not that expensive. It's kind of a no-brainer. This is another thing that you could also potentially get somebody as a gift, but in general, this is just something that I think anybody could use, regardless of if you're in the balisong hobby or not. But if you are, it's a great choice. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of this list. We talked about a lot of different accessories today, be it tuning essentials or balisongs themselves. But at the end of the day, this is just a starting point. There are a lot of interesting things that you could buy for your balisongs, and there's a lot of individual makers popping in and out of the scene every single day. So if you have a product that you suggest, definitely leave a comment down below, especially if I missed it in this video, because personally, I would love to see what kind of accessories exist out there that I don't even know about. So leave that comment, let me know. I'll be sure to read it and see if I can't expand this list in the future. Of course, I also want to give a wonderful shout out to our Patreon supporters, because for $3 a month, you too can become one of those supporters. And that would be something that you could also get yourself for Christmas, is us. You could buy us, but like our love. Oh. We're cheap. But seriously, we really appreciate all of our Patreon supporters. You guys are the backbone of our production here. You allow us to have a continuous source of revenue that actually supports the channel from the ground up in a way that really can't be done through any other means. So you guys seriously create a very nice environment for me and Brandon to exist within, and we are eternally grateful. Thank you so much for all of your continued support, and it is wonderful to get to talk to each and every one of you in the private Patreon community Discord every time we get the chance. So thank you for your support, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the moment. Now, if you'll excuse me, I
wish
I
was
dead.
Okay, now if you'll excuse me, we're gonna improvise an end gag, and then Will's gonna ask me to kill him. That's it. Merry fucking Christmas.